Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ohemaa. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So today I'm gonna use a palette that was released around the time when Mercury was in retrograde. Today I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, and I'm also gonna use the Nars Sheer Glow foundation, and I think that foundation is supposedly exclusive to Sephora. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, somebody told me that, but I'm not really sure. But, you know, I've heard some really good things about Nars foundations, and I decided to go ahead and pick one up and try it. It just so happens that the one I picked up was a sheer foundation instead of like a medium coverage or a full coverage foundation. I would have really liked it if it was a full coverage foundation, but I understand that not everybody wants to be caked up for the holiday season, so it's okay. I'm gonna try it, and if you're someone who likes a sheer foundation and hopefully this actually works, then you have an option to pick up at Sephora for a sheer foundation instead of just picking up a full coverage foundation, right? So if you want to see what I can do with the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, and if you want to see how the Nars Sheer Glow foundation, I'm just checking to see if there's nothing there. If you want to see how the Nars Sheer Glow foundation looks, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with skin. I am going to, because of the shades in the palette, I feel like I can get away with doing my skin first. So that's what I'm gonna do today, or right now. God, I don't have any studs in. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with both the Fourth Ray Turmeric Face Milk and also the Farsali Liquid Glass. I'm just gonna be glowy today because winter and, you know, dry skin and all that. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, this actually smells really, really good. And I'm gonna go in with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. There's a lot going on in my face right now. Ooh, I put too much. Don't be like me, kids. Control your primer. Don't let your primer control you, okay? So I wanted to glow. I'm definitely glowing right now. Hopefully I'm not too glowy in the end. So this is the foundation, the Nars Sheer Glow foundation, and this is the shade Mali, and it says Dark 6. Let's see. Oh, okay. I thought it would come with a pump, but it doesn't. It comes, you just open the cap and I guess that's it. And I just swatched a little bit on the back of my hand. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is on the back of my hand. It shows up, so it didn't like disappear into my skin, onto the back of my hand completely, which means it might match my face very well. I did swatch it in the store, but you know what? Sometimes when you swatch something inside the store, it doesn't look okay. You have to like literally come out of the store to see how it looks like on. Okay, I'm making a mess already. So number one, I don't like the fact that this doesn't come with like a pump. It's gonna get messy because I already started making a mess, and like you have to literally shake it to get it out. This is scary. No, it really is. It's scary. If you're someone like me who's clumsy, you're gonna get foundation everywhere. This is not what I expected. Hopefully in the future, the next foundations would have pumps instead of this open concept, because I don't like this open concept. I'm gonna use the Colored Rain blending sponge. I don't know what this is called, but I'm sure it has like a really cool name that ends with a rain. Oh, I think this is a Lime Rain. I'm not sure, but I think it is. I didn't think the shade would be okay, but oh my god, it looks a little red. You know, I just picked a shade and I swatched it, and I think I picked the one that looked the best out of everyone. And this is the one I got, and my neck is looking exceptionally dark lately. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I know the foundation says it's sheer glow, but I feel like it has a little bit of coverage to it. I feel like the sheer glow actually does have some coverage to it. It might be like a sheer to medium coverage. Probably depending on how much you put on. And this is what that looks like. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about the foundation, the shade match, the coverage. I don't mind the coverage. I think like on your natural neutral days, this would be good. So I picked up the Radiant Creamy Concealers Anti-Crease. They're the mini concealers. I wanted to see how I liked it before I committed to like a full size. And I picked up the shades Dark Coffee and Cocoa. So dark 3 and dark 2. So the little ones that come like that. So that if you don't want to, I guess, commit to a full size, you can always try the little ones and see how you feel about it. This is Cacao and this is Dark Coffee. Of course, I'm going to start out with Dark Coffee. I don't remember if there are any more shades after Dark Coffee, but I picked the shade that I felt would match my foundation the best so that it didn't look too bright on me. My face does not feel oily at all. If anything, I feel like I'm a little bit matte right now. It could also be because, like I said, I'm in need of water. I'm a bit dehydrated, maybe. You never know. Okay, so I'm starting out with the Dark Coffee Concealer. The one is so little. It's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna use the other side of the Colored Rain sponge. I'm gonna blend this in. How has your holiday season been so far? Like, any Christmas parties to go to? Let me know. Invite me. I want to go. I mean, I probably won't leave the house, but you know, I want to go. Okay, what do you guys think? This is with the concealer on it. And we use the shade Dark Coffee. Okay, I'm gonna go over with a little bit of cacao. Just right here. We're not going anywhere else with this. Actually, I might maybe use this for my just the inner corner. Okay guys, so this is what we have. This is what we're looking like right now with the two concealers and also the foundation on top of my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, and of course I'm using my midnight powder. I've been searching for my Anastasia powder and I can't find it, so I think I'm gonna pick one up today. Okay, so I'm prepping my eyelid with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I like it because it's a matte concealer and it will stay matte, but I also use a eyeshadow primer, the Fenty one. Okay guys, so this is the Mercury Retrograde palette. It is a pretty palette. I like the iridescentness of the palette. Okay, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So this palette is very pretty, but I feel like it's very pastel neon kind of shade. I think this is going to be the theme for the next year, where the shades are not so pigmented, but they're not so pastel either. So I'm taking this shade over here, and I'm going to put that in my crease and blend it out. We'll see what the color payoff looks like on, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. It's like a very subtle shade. This is exactly the kind of look I was going for today. I'm going to put it all over my eyelids. I do not mind it at all. I don't mind the shade. I'm taking the shade Vortex, and I'm just using that to deepen my outer corner and also my crease to just make it stand out a bit more. I'm taking our first transition shade. I feel like these are the only two shades I could use in here that will show up very well. And I'm putting that on my lower eyelids. When I picked up this shade, I didn't think it would be this pale. Oh my god. I was trying to line the inner corners a little bit. So I picked up the shade Off Balance, and that's this shade over here. But it ended up being a little bit more pink than I bargained for. So I'm just going to blend it out a bit because I'm trying to make it a little bit lighter. At least I was trying to make it a little bit lighter until that shade decided to take over everything. Wing liner, I'm going to use the ColourPop, what is this called? Liquid liner, and it's a felt tip liner. It's a shade Black. I like this because it actually shows up very well and it moves as nicely as I want it to. I'm going to line my eyes with a Smashbox liner. Apply some mascara. I'm using the Kat Von D Go Big or Go Home mascara.
Keep it 100, leaving you ain't really took nothing from me. So don't come looking for me. I'm that bitch and I have it. You forgot but I haven't. You was just a no habit. So I'ma disappear like magic. I'm that bitch and I have it. You forgot but I haven't. Now you wish that you had it. But all I gotta say back kiss. If I gotta choose me, I won't be afraid to. If I gotta choose me, I gotta do what I gotta do. When I love you, I lose me. No, I can't be attached to you no more. I like me better when I was yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better, I like me better. I like me better, I like me better when I was yours.
Okay guys, so this is the finished look. As much as I was trying to get away from shimmers, you guys know that the Huda Beauty shimmers are amazing, so I had to just go in and use it, and you guys, I am loving this. And then I went ahead and applied the Anastasia Holiday Collection lip set, and let me just make sure that's exactly what it's called. So I used two lippies from the Anastasia Undressed lip set, and I used the shade On Mute and the Gloss Summer Vibes on my lips, and of course I use my NYX dark brown brow and eye pencil on my lips because I still haven't found a good dark brown pencil after ColourPop Pitch got discontinued, and I didn't know, so I didn't buy extra. I didn't buy any, so you know, I'm just gonna keep using the NYX pencil until I find something new. I really think that I finally achieved a soft glam look. I'm feeling myself too much. I cannot stop looking at myself. So I really do feel like I finally achieved a soft glam look, because this is not so dramatic. I feel like it's perfect. I feel like it's the perfect, almost whimsical look, you know. I like it. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Let me know if you achieved the soft glam look. All I know is I am feeling this. I was worried it was going to be a little too dramatic, but I liked how it turned out. Okay, so let me tell you guys whether I recommend you buy this palette or not. Of course, everybody in the Mama Says review this palette. I am late as always, but I'm going to tell you what I think about it anyway. The packaging is amazing. Of course, the shimmer shades in here are pretty as. So the problem is that we can't use over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we cannot use 6 of the matte shades in this palette as transition shades. We can definitely use the last two. So we can definitely use the last two and this one as transition shade, but we cannot use the rest of the shades as transition or, you know, like deepening crease kind of shades. It would have to be light. It will probably end up looking a little ashy on the eyes, but see that, like, it's gonna look ashy on the eyes. If I was gonna buy this palette, I would buy it to complement another deeply pigmented palette that I have, and of course the shimmer shades in here are amazing, so it would be to complement another palette that I like the mattes in there but don't have such great shimmer shades. That way I can pick the shimmers off of here and of course use the almost pastel shades, but also just use it to complement another palette. But by itself, I feel like you can only achieve so many looks if you're as deep as me. But of course the shimmers you can use for everything, you know, like you can use it for anything and everything. Now on the Nars Sheer Glow foundation and of course the Radiant concealers, you guys, my face does not feel oily. The only glow that you're seeing on my face right now is from the dry face oil that I put on my cheeks to give me that kind of glow, and of course that's what you're seeing on my chest as well. But besides that, my skin looks and feels amazing. It's very matte in my opinion. It's more matte than glowy or dewy in my opinion. Even though it's not a dewy, it says glowy, so I was expecting it to be a tad of glow. Yeah, I was expecting it to be a tad bit of a radiant finish, but I think it's more of a natural finish, not a like a glossy glow finish, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna actually leave this foundation on my face for a few hours just so I can see how this foundation behaves. But for right now, I am really impressed with how it looks on my skin. I'm impressed with the finish. I'm impressed with the way that it looks right now, especially it being I want to say almost 2 hours after I finished my foundation routine. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a few hours and we can see how this foundation behaves. But for right now, if I had to say it, yes, go get it. If you have a shade, definitely go get the Nars Sheer Glow foundation. Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Okay guys, so this is me now. I want to say it's now 1:30 and I finished my makeup around 8, so this is what my skin is looking like. It looks really, really good. So then when it comes to the Nars Sheer Glow foundation, this is what my skin looks like. I think that if you're someone who likes, sheer foundations, then definitely go ahead and try out this foundation. It is not a bad foundation. My skin looks amazing. It feels amazing. So that's it for me with today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below in the comments if you have tried either the Huda Beauty Retrograde palette or if you have tried the Nars Sheer Glow foundations and how you like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Open my own damn doors, pay for everything on my plate. Sometimes I'd even get the steak, cause I got it like that. Always had my own bag, never needed no man to rely on. Got 2 good shoulders to cry on. I was alright on my own, till I fell, but it wasn't fake. And I couldn't tell at the time, but I was my own soulmate.